Hello, you're welcome today. Let's create the pattern for this beautiful top. So from your shoulder, you measure your bust point, the distance from your shoulder to your bust area. Then we'll connect it like this. Then from the shoulder, you measure your waistline. Locate your waistline and measure it. So whatever you have, you put it down. Then you measure your top length, your desired top length. Then we'll connect it this way too. So go back to the shoulder, that's the border, and measure the neck width. I'll be using 3 inches for the neck width. We'll extend it later. Then you measure your shoulder length divided by 2, your shoulder measurement divided by 2. Then after the shoulder, you fix in your sleeve length. I'll be measuring 7 inches for my sleeve because we are cutting the sleeve with the bodice. Then you add folding allowance, which the sleeve hemming. Then I come down by 1 for the slope. Come down by 1 inch for slope. So you connect this slope back to the neck width. I hope it's clear. Okay, so now the next thing is the sleeve round. That's the sleeve opening. So you can just fix in some measurement that you know is free for your sleeve, but I make use of my armhole depth, which is 7.5. Then I added ½ inch. So altogether I use 8 for the sleeve opening because I don't want it tight and I don't want it too loose. So I use 8 inches for that. So just making sure I'm going to have a straight line over there. So I'll mark it and connect it. Remember, the sleeve is inbuilt, like we're cutting the sleeve and the main bodies together. So that's why we're having this. So now, we'll now go to the bust point and fix in the measurements. Though we won't need it, but let's just put it there. Then on the waistline, measure your waistline divided by 4. Then ease allowance. You need extra allowance. So I added 1 inch. You know this top, this particular one does not have a zipper. So that's why I'm adding ease. That will be easy to wear and easy to remove. Just, it should be free. Then on the top length, you fix in a quarter of your hip round. Your hip round divided by 4. Then plus 1 inch also for ease. So after connecting your top length to the waistline, you will now connect the sleeve round to the waistline, just like this. Do it carefully. If the ruler is not giving you what you want, I'll carefully use my free hand. See, I'm using the pencil, so in case I need to erase it when I'm done. So with this, I'm comfortable with this curve. And I went ahead to use my marker. Then from the top length, I went up by about 1 inch or 1.5 at the side and blend it. So for the neckline, I extend the neck width to 3.5 inches. Then the neck depth, 1.5 inches. You can use 1 inch or 1.5. Then you create the curve. So the back is going to be cut on fold because there's no zipper there. So after the whole thing, I went on to add 1 inch for seam allowance. If you watch the video carefully, you'll notice I have not mentioned seam allowance. So I did 1 inch extra for seam allowance. You can make yours half or even 1.5. So now I'm going to be using the back pattern to create the front. But before starting the front, I went on to measure 3 inches at the center front. So I measured 3 inches first. then place this pattern. So that means you're going to leave 3 inches allowance before starting your main front bodice. Then I went on to transfer the important places so that it will be easy for me to recreate the same pattern for the front. So these 3 inches is to enable us create the overlap effect at the front. So as I'm done, this is what it looks like. So just trying to transfer the point back. You can actually cut that part out before fixing it, but just for clarity, I'm leaving it there. So now, from the bust point, you now decide how deep you want your front neckline to be. You know, it's overlap, so it's going to give you a kind of V-neck there. So whatever you measure, you connect it to your neck width. So this is it. Think I measured about 8 inches. You can use 8, 8.5, or even 9. But if it's too high, just know that the neckline will be up. So I think I'm changing it again. So this is giving me 8.5 inches. Okay. Then on the M line for the front, if you notice, there's one part is longer than the other. So now I'm creating that with the allowance I have left. I have about 2.5 inches. But if you have enough space, you can add up to 3 inches. 3.5 inches. Depends on how long you want the difference to be. So you now connect it to the main part. From the extension that you made at the M line, you connect it to this part. You can see with the red marker. So that means the side part is going to be the same, while only the center front will be a bit different in length. So I'll go on and cut it out. Follow your pattern properly. So now I've cut out this front. So now we'll have 2 pieces because the front pattern is on fold. Sorry, I should have mentioned earlier. The front pattern will be on fold. So cutting it out, you decide which side you want it to be longer. Okay, so that's why we have to put it over each other so that you label both right side and left side. And when you are cutting, you have to be sure and be sensitive when you are cutting this kind of job, because you need the right to be at the right and the left to be on the left. You understand? So now, since this is the side I want to be shorter, so the same allowance I added at the M line, I'm going to remove it. Then we'll now blend it back to the side. So I measure the same thing I added and blend it back. So with this, there's only one side that will be longer. So this is the same way we'll go on and cut the fabric out. Okay, so I hope you find this video helpful. Please give it a thumbs up. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.